Hey everyone, PrettyTarot here. Well, PrettyTarot YouTube channel. I don't go by PrettyTarot. It's just the name of my channel. Anyway, I'm doing something just a little different with this pick a card reading. Normally I have the deck, the deck's already set up and ready to go, and you just pick a deck or whatever. But in this case, I am actually going to just do deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, and deck 4. And, here, what's that? Okay, I just put those there. Put those there. And I'm trying to give you guys more than one option to choose from here. Simply because I know it can be hard sometimes to pick a number. So, and let me see if I can swap this so you guys can see. Okay, so these are the decks you guys are going to choose from. And I may do like a bonus reading in the end for the overall general energy regardless. If you pick a deck or not. But we'll see based off of the time I have. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4 to select from. And if you cannot select by number, then you have quartz. Okay, this is regular clear quartz. You have, I don't know which ones these are. I don't remember if they're citrine or what they were, but they're kind of greenish in color. Okay. And I have rose quartz, 2 different kinds of rose quartz, okay? And then I have amethyst, okay? So I have amethyst, which is a purplish type color, okay? So, but what I'll do is I will list them by number, okay? I'll list them by number, and you guys can decide, if, like I said, if you're having a hard time choosing by number, then go buy the crystal that's there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Swap that out. Okay, there you go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with deck number 1. So I'm going to move these to the side so I don't have them in the way. Okay. So you selected deck number 1 and the clear quartz here. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the energy for you guys real quick. You can go up to the speed settings here in the video, and you can either select 1.5 or 2x to speed up the shuffling. Okay, otherwise, I did pray before I start the video camera for the energy that needs to come out for those who truly need it. Okay. And these are general type readings, so it can apply or relate to whatever the situations may be. They're also timeless, okay? So whenever you find this reading, you were meant to find it in the time that you found it. I highly recommend only choosing one deck. However, if you are led to select more than one deck, then be my guest. But if you find yourself confused because you chose more than one deck, that's not my problem. Okay? Because you never know what's going to come up in here. But this is based off of what is the current situation and advice for that current situation that's going on. Okay? One more shuffle on this for deck number 1, people. Ooh. Okay. Somebody here in deck number 1 is looking to take some sort of risk And I'm going to actually turn on some light here, because it's kind of driving me nuts, and I have enough light in the room. Okay. All right, so yeah. Someone here in deck number 1 is looking to step out and take some chances and take a risk. Or someone could be feeling like it is a risky situation right now. Okay. Let me see what else is going on. And if you're interested in booking a reading, please check the description box below. You can also check the comment section for more information as well, okay? So this one flipped itself twice actually. So I'm going to point out that not only did this flip itself out, but it was originally came out reverse, but ended up being in the upright. So what's going on here is perseverance. Okay, at one point, you know, you guys here in group number 1, I'm sorry, you guys could have been assessing if you want to take a risk or not with whatever's going on in your situation. And maybe you could have been kind of on the fence about it and kind of like, do I persevere? Do I continue forward? Do I continue to, you know, put my best foot forward, or do I leave this alone? Because maybe the situation's risky, or maybe you're just trying to assess the risk or see if it's really going to be worth it or not to take that leap of faith or whatever, or take that jump, whatever it is. But it looks like you guys may have changed your mind, decide, you know what? I'm going to try to persevere anyway. I'm going to try to put my best foot forward no matter what, you know, whatever doubts you may be having. Okay. So let's see what other energy is going on behind this. And I'm looking at my table and I'm feeling like one of my decks is missing. So I'm probably going to go ahead and take a second to pull one of my other decks up, because I like having all my decks available. Yeah, some of you really could have been doubting if something is really doable or not, if something's really workable, if you can make it or not, if something will be worth it, if you have what it takes, is also what I'm getting for some of you. And keep in mind that everything you hear here may or may not resonate, because there's so many of you in this particular group who have selected this reading. Okay? So take what does resonate, and what doesn't, you know, it's okay. Also, it's also possible that something, you know, may have not taken effect exactly yet. Okay, but that happens a lot too. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like there's an offer. There's an offer here that could have been made to you, or an offer that could have been received by you. Okay, so either you guys made an offer or someone gave you an offer. Okay, something that definitely would affect your feelings, your emotions in some form. You know, whether this could be something really good that you really been wanting, or something that possibly could be something that if you don't receive it, then you're going to feel some kind of way. Whatever the case is, this is definitely something that can affect the way you feel, affect your emotions or whatever, but it's an offer nonetheless, because let's say if you were going to receive, like if you were wanting a job offer or wanting to make an offer to someone in whatever form, you know, I mean, you're going to want someone to take that offer if you made an offer, and if you received a job offer, it may very well be something that you were really hoping for or wanting. But either way it go, there's something being offered or something being given, okay? And with the Three of Pentacles here, you are trying to see how you can put a valuable spin on this, okay? How you can turn something into something useful as well, okay? It's also where you could be trying to gain recognition that you may deserve. You may be expecting to receive a raise or promotion or something that you feel you have earned, that you have put hard work or effort into, okay? So that's also the possibilities there, or you could just be wanting to at least be acknowledged in some form here. But it seems that, you know, with the 10 of rods here in the reverse, this will definitely take the burden off of you, okay? So if you've been struggling in some form or another, you know, if you've been feeling down and out, if you've been feeling sad in any form, depressed, you know, because in this particular deck, this person is crying, they're in despair because they took a loss in some form, okay? Also, the 10 of rods is also about things weighing heavy on you, burdens, things being just literally tough to deal with, having too much to deal with, and it's all being too much, okay? And having a lot of responsibilities as well, burdens, you know? But in the reverse, that's seeing things not be a burden to you, seeing things not be hard on you, seeing things not be heavy on you, not seeing anything weighing you down in any form, okay? And releasing whatever it was that could have been a disappointment, heavy on you, you know, a burden, too many responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? It's also working hard, but in the opposite, like I said, it's things getting easier, things getting more manageable. And also, like I said, for those of you who've been struggling in some form emotionally, you'd be coming out of that kind of burden, okay? You'd be coming out of that kind of tough energy. Sorry, my battery is trying to run out on me. So, I have a deck here missing that I want to use. I didn't realize this deck was missing until I turned my camera on. Here it is. It's my Lenormand deck. I like having my Lenormand deck available because I think it is pretty useful. Okay. I've been traveling lately, and so I've been exposed to much cooler temperatures than I needed to be. So if you guys see me coughing and hacking, that's the reason why. So let's see what else we can kind of get as details to your situation. Yeah. So this is my Destiny card, but it's in the reverse. Okay, it's in the reverse. So something you could have really been wishing for, because it's also, to me, also a wish card, because all the stars there aligned, but it's also a Destiny card. So there's something that you may feel like you may have hoped that it really truly was for you. Some of you could be releasing something, and this is not for everyone. Some of you could be releasing something or seeing something be released out of your life or off of you that you kind of feel like it wasn't destined, okay? It wasn't for you or whatever, or you could have this attitude that with something being released or seeing something being taken off of your shoulders or whatever, that it, you know, you feel like if something's meant to be, it will be. And with seeing something go, you could feel like, well, maybe it wasn't meant to be, maybe it wasn't destined, or whatever, or maybe this isn't my destiny. Some of you could be doubting if this is your destiny, if this is your path, if this is what you truly want or truly feel is for you or meant for you. Okay, so that's another thing that I'm getting here in regards to taking risk, stepping out, taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. With this whole perseverance thing, there could be, like I said, some of you having doubt that whatever this is you want to receive or give, you don't know if this is going to work out, and you're trying to figure out, can this work out? Can you put a valuable spin on this? Can you make something valuable out of this? Can you make this work for you? Can you receive the recognition you deserve? Can you receive the accolades you deserve? Can you receive that raise or that promotion or whatever it is you feel you deserve, that acknowledgement or whatever? You know, and for some of you, something was released here that really was a burden to you, but it no longer is, or something that was hard on you, something that was too much for you, something that could have been too much. But, and for others of you, you could be contemplating doing so, releasing something because it's been weighing too heavy on you or too much of a burden or whatever. And like I said, wondering, is this destiny, is it not? Okay, is this meant for me or is it not? If it is, then it will be, and if it isn't, then it won't be, you know? Now, this may or may not resonate for a love life or anything like that. And a lot of times I still like to use my romance angel cards because the messages are still general enough to use in a general sense, okay? However, if you find it relates to your love life, great. If not, this is a general reading anyway. So the true love card did fall out while I was shuffling, but it fell out in the reverse. So some of you could be doubting that whatever this is, once again, you could be feeling like it's not true. You could be feeling like maybe this is not the opportunity of a lifetime that you may think it is. Okay, for those who this is relating to in a general sense, the other areas of your life. And for some of you, for those of you who this is relating to your love life, you could just be realizing or feel liking maybe this is not true love. Maybe this is not the romance or a partner of a lifetime. You know, some of you could be doubting that, okay? However, a lot of times, even though these cards may come up in reverse, I still like to go with some of the indications that are here. Maybe this is the opportunity of a lifetime, okay? Maybe this is truly what you deem it to be, you know, true love, true opportunities, true blessings, whatever it is, okay? This came out sideways, the codependency card. So some of you are depending, I feel like, too heavily on something here, and I feel like for some of you are depending too heavily for this to work out, and if it doesn't, some of you are probably going to feel devastated by it. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm feeling for some of you, not for all of you. But there's with the codependency, you know, it's talking about addictions are affecting your life. No matter what part of this life, you know, this reading relates to, there's some issue with codependency, and I think it's maybe too much depending on security in a sense. You know, if you have this security blanket, it could be a mental or emotional security blanket that you could be clinging to, that, like some people, they won't leave a job they hate because they're too dependent on that paycheck, and they don't want to leave that steady paycheck to go for the dream career, or for the dream job, or to start that business they've been wanting to start, or to go pursue a singing or acting career, whatever it is, you know. That's a form of codependency in a sense, and I get that as common sense. You don't leave your steady paycheck and job for what your dreams are, but this card can also be about dreams, okay, not just destiny. Some of you literally could be depending on other things as well. Okay, so you guys kind of know what it is that you are dealing with here, that could be causing you guys some sort of issue. So now I kind of want to get to the advice portion, technique number 1 here. Okay, to see what kind of advice or insight does the angels or, you know, spirit guides, positive spirit guides have for you guys. And what's interesting, you guys need to listen to your intuition. Okay, you're being told, listen to your intuition. So you guys need to use that inner guidance that you have available to you. Okay, don't ignore it. It's there. And some of you, you may be struggling. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just like really coughing and hacking in your video. Can't help it. But anyway, some of you really could be just, like I said, struggling to hear what your inner guidance is telling you, your higher spiritual self is telling you, to hear what the angels are telling you, to hear what the positive spirit guides surrounding you may have to tell you. But you guys are going to have to take the time to just be still, be quiet if you can, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Pray about it, meditate on it. There is a guided meditation by Kelly Howe and BrainSync called Deep Insight. Look it up here on YouTube. It is 100% for free here on YouTube. Called Deep Insight. It's by Kelly Howe and BrainSync or whatever. If you go to my channel, I'm certain that I added Kelly Howe's channel and things like that to my channel as a recommended channel or as favorites or something. There's something there so that you guys can find her videos. They're definitely the meditations that she has, the guided meditations, are definitely worth listening to. Some of them are just soundtracks where they have binaural beats and alpha waves, beta waves, theta waves, delta waves, name it, depending on what it is that is needed. Every time I listen to Deep Insight, I get an epiphany, meaning it allows me to hear my intuition and figure out what's really going on. And it may happen right there in that moment, or it may happen later on. You know what I'm saying? A day from now, hours from now, weeks from now, whatever. But I listen to it and I continue to listen to it until I get some answers, okay? Because it can be hard sometimes to follow your intuition. And I have very strong intuition, and I still at times find it difficult. I do not understand why this thing is saying that my battery is low. I hope my camera does not cut off on me because it keeps saying that the battery's low. Let me double check that it is. Okay, it's charging, so I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, you guys got the Unity card here. Hopefully my screen is not too bright. Maybe it is. You got the Unity card here, okay? Traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors, and like-minded friends, okay? That's what you're being guided to do here. Look at traditional viewpoints or methods. Seek out spiritual organizations. So maybe for some of you that could mean go to church. For others of you that could mean go to a temple to pray and meditate, okay? Whether it's a Hindu temple or a Buddhist temple. For others of you, go to a traditional church of your faith and pray and maybe even speak to a pastor or someone that could be a mentor there to you. I swear if I see this thing one more time, say that my battery needs to be charged. Anyway, yeah. So, but yeah, it says seek out mentors and like-minded friends. You could even, you know, talk to someone that you trust. Okay? But whatever the case is, seek out spiritual advice and try to also go by traditional, I feel like it's saying going by good traditional common sense to some degree. Which I know that seems kind of, it just seems, for those of you, because you know you're trying to take a risk. You know you're trying to take a chance. And you're wondering if you should persevere. So for the cards to be possibly telling you to, you know, seek out traditional viewpoints and methods. Or to seek out the orthodox method or orthodox view of doing things, Meaning, do the right thing, or try to do the right thing, or do what you think is the right thing, according to your inner compass. Your inner compass. We all have an inner compass, an inner guide that tells us if something is right for us or if something is wrong for us. And like I said, it's going to take you, you know, quieting your mind and quieting your spirit to really understand what is the right thing for me to do, okay? And if you can't figure it out on your own, it's okay to seek out advice from others who are spiritual or who are centered in some form. Okay, so you got the medicine woman card here. Okay, you are a channel for divine healing power. You also have boundaries. Okay, you have boundaries. Okay, so you're being told to love yourself enough. Okay, love yourself enough to say no to others who demand on your time and your energy. Okay, so you do not have to say yes to everybody who demands your time. And that makes sense as to why you have burdens here being released. Okay, that makes so much sense. Set those boundaries, you guys. Don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff either. Okay? And you got one more popped out here. And you got this one in reverse. It's saying, it's telling you to see the light. It's telling you to see the light. But with it being in reverse, you've been failing to do so. Okay? You've been failing to see the light. But try to anyway. Meaning, try to see the brighter side of things. Try to see the deeper meaning and purpose behind things, but in a light perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like you're doomed. Okay, don't look at things on a dooming perspective. Don't look at things from a dark perspective. Just try to see the light in everything. Try to see the upside, the bright side in everything. That there's a positive. There's a reason why everything works out the way it does. For instance, I recently gained a job offer, okay? And I had other jobs that I had, you know, put in for. However, they weren't working out. Even though I got accepted, you know, they just weren't working out for me. And so, you know, I was kind of like, well, the old me would have been bummed out by that. But the more enlightened me was kind of like, well, you know, if these other, you know, 2 job offers or whatever, these other 2 jobs that I, you know, was offered and taken on aren't working out, then that means it's not for me. And I really trusted in my spirit that God knows what's right for me, and everything is being, you know, done on a spiritual higher level, meaning I'm being divinely guided to my actual purpose or to the job I need to be doing. Okay, so it turned out, and every step of the way I saw this. I said, I'm not supposed to be doing this particular job, or this job is not for me. And I knew there was a reason for it. I said, it must be the other job. And the other job I didn't hear from for a whole month. But I kept thinking about that other job because something in my spirit kept saying to me, this is likely the one for you. Okay, you want the other jobs because you think it's going to give you more freedom. But it turned out that this job that I did accept an offer for recently, the one I kept thinking about, though I wondered if it was for me or not, it turned out that this one is for my higher good. Okay, this one would work out for me a whole lot better than the others, because sometimes there's unforeseen dangers or unforeseen risk or unforeseen factors that we may not be able to know is there that may not work out for us, you know, with something that we think is ideal or not. So, you know, keep that in mind with taking risks, that if you take the risk, if it's meant to be, it really will be. You know what I'm saying? Everything will be divinely guided. So pray about it. And so that's group number 1. Okay, and I'm going to move on to group number 2. But first, I'm going to try to figure out what is going on with my camera. Please hit the like button if you like the reading. I appreciate all comments. If you like to know when more readings are coming out, please subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Okay. Hopefully it's not dark in here. You know, let me double check that it's not too dark. No, it's okay. For now, I'm just going to leave the light off because it's just been, the light just, I don't like the light. Okay, if you selected number 2 with the green stones here, like I said, I think one of them is citrine, I'm not sure. We're going to go ahead and do your reading number 2, and hopefully the camera won't cut off on me. Okay, hopefully it won't. If you hear me coughing, it's because I got exposed to some pretty cold weather over the past few weeks because I went out of town. So anyway, let's see what's going on for group number 2. Hopefully you guys only selected one deck. If you selected more than one deck, it's okay. However, if you select more than one deck and you get conflicting messages, that is the reason why I tell you not to select more than one deck. But, you know, everything you get to know for the reason that you get to know for the reason that you need to know, okay? Hopefully my battery won't cut off on me because my phone is supposed to be charging, but it doesn't seem to be charging fast enough. So let me get to it. Okay, what you guys have popped out is boredom in the reverse. You guys have boredom in the reverse, okay? So group number 2, you guys are, you're not bored, okay? For some reason, you're not bored right now. That's your current situation. You guys could be seeking excitement. You guys could be seeking to get more enjoyment out of life or whatever. Or you guys could be on the move here to really, you know, live your best life. You know, you guys could literally be seeking your heart's desire and passion and making some things happen. And it's because you guys, this is interesting, you got the bittersweet card in reverse. It's because you guys are not feeling bitter. You're not feeling down. You're not letting anything get you down. You're not letting anything drag you down. This is a really good group to be a part of. The energy you guys got going on in your current situation is amazing, for real. Like, kudos to you guys. This is awesome. So you guys are not bored. You know, you're not bored at all. You're living your best life. That's what I would say. Living my best life. I don't know if you guys know that song. Look it up. It's called Smile B. I'm not going to say the word. It's a curse word. It's the B word, but it's called Smile B. There is a clean version, but it's by Little Duval, and that's my song. It's hilarious. But for some of y'all, that is your song right now, okay? Because y'all living your best life according to these cards. You're not feeling no kind of way bitter. You're not feeling no kind of way bad about anything that went down, or if you was, you're not feeling that way anymore. You're not bored. You know, something's working out for you guys. What's interesting is here, I think you guys are taking things one step at a time. You're not greedy, and you ain't got no more pests in your life, okay? This is going to apply to different of you. Some of you is because you have learned to appreciate things in life, and you not overindulging or being greedy. You appreciating what you got and the blessings you do have. Others of you, you done got rid of some pests, or you no longer have any pests in your life, okay? Because upright, this would be, I'm sorry. Upright, this would be, you know, the exact opposite. You know what I'm saying? But you guys, yeah, you guys really are living your best life. And I'm happy for y'all. Go ahead, live your best life. So let's see what the tarot cards to say about that. And then we will get to your advice real quick. That's some real good energy. Y'all must have released something out of your life that was no longer serving your purpose or something, is what I feel like for some of you. Not all of you, but some of you, you just, you know, you found some new sense of gratitude in life. Y'all feeling the blessings right now. Y'all feeling blessed and much gratitude. And that's awesome. Whereas, like I said, for others of you, you got rid of some negative things or negative people out of your life. Some pests or somebody who was just not clean with their energy or not clean at all or something in some form. Because I keep feeling like whoever it was you were dealing with was not clean in their energy or in the way they do things or the way they handle things or the way they deal with you. Whatever it was, y'all got rid of something that was foul and nasty. Because I'm looking at mice and rats on that page, and they making a damn mess at that feast table right there. But that's in reverse, so y'all not dealing with that anymore. That card is also about greed and being overindulgent and things of that sort, but y'all not going through that. Okay. And what I got here and breaking this down more, this is my Page of Pentacles. So this is all about, you're not making any plans here. You know, for some reason, you're not planning anything. You're not making any plans. You're not assessing anything, especially if this is financial matters. You probably don't feel you need to, okay, for some reason. For some reason, you don't feel like you need to make any plans or assess anything. Because this is all, you don't feel like you need to balance anything anymore either. And this could mean either you got your stuff together so you don't need to do this, or maybe you just feel like you don't need to stress yourself out with all the planning and the organizing and going over details and trying to make this and that work and balance out. And you're being hopeful and you're being optimistic. You are prayerful, and you may, some of you are praying. Some of you have wishes. Some of you have gotten some of your wishes and your prayers answered, or you feel like you're going to get your wishes and your prayers answered, and you're being optimistic and hopeful, and you're no longer feeling like you have to be guarded or feeling like you don't know what's coming ahead. You're not worried about nothing. Really, you guys have let your guard down. You're not worried about a dang gone thing, okay? You're not worried about nothing. You're open-minded. You're open. You're like, whatever comes your way is what comes your way. Like I said, my battery keeps saying it's low. Hopefully this will not cut off. Like I said, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I don't guess maybe I need to switch chargers. You know what? I'm going to switch chargers real quick because this don't seem right. And I don't want my phone to cut off. Okay, I'm so sorry about this, you guys, but I really don't want this to cut off in the middle of the readings. Hopefully this will work out better, because I have been watching my battery get lower and lower, and that's not common. So let's see what happens here. Hopefully that'll work out. If it doesn't, then I'm screwed. Anyway, you guys, yeah. So I like to get some extra insight from my romance angel cards. It does not mean... So these two popped out, so I'm going to go along with these, okay? This is what got popped out. Release your ex, okay? Or release something from the past. Whatever was burdening you that was from your past, release it. Because this is a general reading. It can relate to your love life. It can also relate to other areas of your life. But it says that time has come to clear your energy. So some of you are doing that. Or you're already going to do that, or you need to do that. But I feel like some of you guys are already doing that. And you have very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. With this being in reverse, you guys are just kind of taking it easy. You're not deciding to do anything. Like I was saying before, you're not planning nothing. You're not wasting no time, making no plans, or trying to figure anything out. Or trying to make something work or balance. You guys are just letting whatever be, okay? And taking this to the higher level, prayer, meditation, you know, and just whatever be will be, and being optimistic, and you don't worry about nothing. you're not, you know, whatever comes your way, comes your way. You're not stressed out. You're not guarded. But, you know, so it's interesting that you got the card that says very soon decide what it is that you want. But you guys, and that's why that is funny, because that was in the reverse. You guys aren't doing that. And it's funny. No need to worry. No need to worry. Man, you guys got the best energy. This is like the best ever. The absolute, wow. These already popped out. Okay, so 5 of water here. Things not turning out the way you hope. Not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. That's usually about having regrets, or having or feeling disappointed, or just not being able to see the glass half full or whatever. But like I said, this could, I feel like this was the past energy. This could be the present energy, possibly. But like I said, you guys are trying to come out of that, you know. You guys are trying to come out of that. 10 of fire. Okay, this was sideways. So I feel like you guys was burdened by something. Something was weighing you down. Something was causing stress. But, you know, you guys are coming out of that. Too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance. Stress related health concerns was possible for some of you guys. But like I said, some of you guys are coming out of whatever the energy was that was causing you guys a burden for some reason. Interesting. 5 of air. So yeah, an unwise choice. Learn what you can from this situation. Review everyone's motives. The thing about the 5 of wands is that's all about just wanting to not have to go through any changes, not wanting to have to fight or struggle for anything. You know, that's literally like just, I'm not fighting or struggling for anything, okay? I just rather just get what I want, or for things to work out without having to try to, you know, struggle or fight. You got don't back down, okay? Stand up for what you believe is right. Don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. This is the advice portion, of course, you guys, that starting from the angel decks and stuff like that. You also have go outside, okay? Go outside. You have been inside and indoors way too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. So that's also what you guys are being advised to do. So go for a walk, go to the park, go chill, you know, or sit in your front porch, back porch, whatever. Sit on the balcony, whatever. Sit in your car and roll the windows down. Just enjoy some fresh air and just get out of the house, for those of you who have been in the house for any reason, or for those of you who've been indoors maybe working too much. You know, take your lunch break outside if you can. Take your break outside if you can, if you're at work all the time. You need that fresh air. You need to get outdoors for a second. Some of you may already be doing all this. Final advice card for you guys. Now this says say yes, but it's in reverse. So there's something you guys are not really wanting to accept, that this is usually something being proposed, but you guys are not accepting of it, okay? You guys are not accepting of it, all right? Because it says say yes, and the advice is to say yes to whatever is being proposed to you or being offered. However, you guys have been not really want to do that, with that come out reverse. And you got give it to God in reverse, meaning you guys need to be doing this because the advice is meant to be read in the upright, but you guys could very well just be like not wanting to, there could be somebody here not wanting to release that, but you need to give it to God, okay? So it's interesting. I feel like for some of you, you have already made that transition. Oh, Lord.